right?
You brought up a very important point, I mean, a very interesting point, where cybersecurity is catching up in the race. So, if I see likewise, we are, let's say, as an example, there is a company which is into healthcare, and then there is insurance associated with it. So, the healthcare data goes to the insurance company, and at this point in time, the right technology may or may not be adopted by the healthcare company while sharing that particular data.
Correct.
And by the time the awareness and catching up happens, the damage is already
Already
happened.
done. Yeah.
So what should we
See,
do?
you should just still treat this as a supply chain issue.
Yeah.
If you have, vendors, third-party vendors, or if you have, your ecosystem partners enabling you to do some business, it's important that you make sure that the security, is the balanced approach everywhere. If today I see many companies doing exercises of TPRM,
Right.
right? They want to make sure that their sourcing partners are doing a good job around cyber hygiene.
Right.
Because the last thing you want is a friend becoming your enemy because he didn't do
Good job.
a good job, right? It's happening to large companies. The M's of the world,
Yeah.
the O's of the world have gone through this thing. That means it's not a money problem. It's not a intent problem. It's a problem that if your business is dependent on third-party suppliers, it is good that you have your third-party suppliers also follow hygiene as good as yours. They might have a different tooling. It doesn't matter. They might have a different, processes that they follow. But it's important for you to make sure that you let them know that I'm running my business and I depend on you.
Correct.
So, me depending on you comes with certain expectations, and you better be able to match our expectations, because when it hurts us because of you,
Right.
then it's a problem, right? Because we want you to be called as a trusted provider, service provider,
Absolutely.
right? So in your case, this is again a supply chain issue in a different way. It's not software supply chain, but it's it's like a TPRM. I'm you are my
My third party partner.
by third party provider. Yeah. If you look at us, Qualys gets identified and assigned as a extremely high risk cloud service provider, because we retain very sensitive data,
Correct.
right? So if I do not bring a certain level of hygiene outside of just compliance, I am ISO, I am this,
Correct.
then it will be hard for me to convince my customers. And look at my customers. They are government, they're defense, they're banks, where the data is, everything about them. Right? So if I have a bank who tells you would like to run an annual audit on you, yes, this audit is derived from this benchmark, but the bank would like to do these additional 30 things.
Correct.
I would love to, do that. And we love to do that, because the moment you say no, or you restrict, they don't feel comfortable.
Very true.
Right. So while Qualys might be FedRAMP and whatnot, we still have customers, who want this additional level of assurance once in a year, once in a couple years, or periodic, speaking to our CISO teams, speaking to our DevSecOps, to make sure that, because we are a critical partner to their journey, right?